Wow. Hello. Good evening. Good morning.
Everybody.
Hello, my dear Bloomshine sisters and brother. Bloomshine group. Hello, hello.
Woohoo! We're here complete.
We're complete. I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you. We're so blessed every time. Every time we say complete. And then,
Lola.
tita na pala.
Sabi pa namang
Biglang
complete.
naglaho. Hello, everybody. She'll be coming back. This is the good, the thing with online, right? There you go. Welcome back. There you go. Now we're all complete again. I go welcome everybody. Tonight is another night of Bloomshine Group. We're a group of online business owner located in Europe and USA. Today po is we're going to share with you. We're excited to share with you with my Papi Pipito here tips on how you gain clarity in your decision making, right? Sometimes if you're not a business owner yet and you're still curious, but you don't know if this is for you and you have so many doubts, you have so many skepticism, you have so many concerns, right? So this would and we're hopeful that this would give value to you and would give you to more clarity and open to possibilities, right? So yes. So making a big decision, sabi nga nila, can be overwhelming, right? But like what we said, tonight is a night that hopefully we can give value to your day or night or afternoon, for those people who are just standing on the fence and doesn't know if they want to step forward or step back or or retreat. So here's how we can guide you with confidence in your choice. We'll be sharing with you 8 tips on how you can gain more clarity, and we hope that it can help you decide with confidence moving forward. There you go. So we're 8 tonight, and we're so grateful that everybody is here. So without further ado, let's introduce ourselves first. And let's go ahead and let's start with the bottom one. Tita Molet, can you give a little bit of...
Yes. Okay, hi. Magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat. Simula Taranza po ito. From the East Coast of Virginia, USA. I'm originally from the Philippines, born in Pampanga po, and I'm registered nurse and nag-retire na po ako pero bumalik po ako as a part-time registered nurse worker working from home, and now I'm proud to say that I'm working as a digital business owner.
There you go. Let's go ahead. Thank you, Tita Molet. Let's go to her left, facing them. From California, Brother Wells.
Hello. Good evening. Nakapost naman si Emmanuel Garcia. You can also call me Wells. And yes, I'm here in California. Time check is 6:25 p.m. We are so happy to be here again together. And actually, I am the husband, a father of 3. I'm a Christian actually, and I work full-time in one of the world's leading car manufacturing companies, and I'm also a proud digital business owner.
There you go. Thank you. So we're going up again. Go to Texas, right? So we go for Ivy here.
Hi, everybody. Good evening from Texas. I'm coming to you live from my vehicle. Fortunately, I have a Wi-Fi in my truck, so we're traveling home right now, and I need to be here. I need to be with my Bloomshine group. So this is Ivy. I am originally from Iloilo City, Philippines, and I'm here now in Texas, USA, working as a critical care registered nurse. I'm a mom of 2 boys, and I'm a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
There you go. You see how portable and flexible our business, right? You can run your business and be on live with your fellow Bloomshine Group business owners from anywhere in the world. Thank you for being with us, Ivy. And now, yes, we're going to the, to Europe, all right? So now let's give it a shout out to Mona. Mona, you're next.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening po sa ating lahat. My name is Mona Lisa Nases, and from Pangasinan, Philippines po. Naimbagang bigat ay amin kabsat dita ngawan labas dita Pilipinas. Magandang umaga po. And currently living here in Spain. I am a mom, wife, and of course, a proudly digital business owner. And I am not running as a congressman na pa. I quit.
So proud digital business owner na siya. She's not running for any political position anywhere in the world. There you go. She chose to be loyal and very driven and motivated online business owner and mentor. So since Italy is still loading, let's go up to Chicago.
Yes. Unmute muna. Unmute. So, hello everyone. Nandito na naman po kami. Mabuhay po ang lahat ng mga Filipino-American around the globe. If this is the first time seeing me, I am Marites Lucas Raimundo from the Philippines. I am a proud Ilocana na imbag nga aldaw kada kayo amin. I am, a former government employee for 21 years, filed my early resignation in 2018 and migrated here in Illinois. I am happily married. I have 3 wonderful children, ages 24, 16, and 14. I am a passionate caregiver and a proud digital business owner. Time check, it's already 8:29 and it's so very cold here. It's 3. It feels like -1. So, lamig-lamig. Good morning.
Yes. Thank you, Sis Martes. I know when I went there to Chicago, it's super windy in October. And man, you need to bundle up right now, right? Winter pa dito. So now, while waiting for Miss Italy, let's go to Nevada, the city that don't sleep.
Yes. Hello everyone. Dito naman po. Hello from the warm weather, Las Vegas. Maganda dito sa amin, parang spring na, 60s Fahrenheit. So anyway, my name po is Maita Castillo, originally po from Tao, Batangas. But now I'm here at Henderson, Nevada. I'm a mom of 2 wonderful boys. And ang background ko po is in graphic design. And now I am running a home-based business. At isa po dyan ay ito pong aming digital business. So, pinagsusumikapan po namin to be here every Monday as much as we could na kompleto po kami to give you insights. So, please stay tuned po and comment where you're coming from, where you're tuning in, so we could see how global we are at para mabati po namin po. Good evening, everyone.
Ayan. Coach Michelle said hello. Thank you for watching. And Coach Mitch. Thank you. So, ayan. So now, from Nevada, let's go back to Italy, to Europe. Okay, let's give it a shout out to Ayi. Welcome back, Ayi.
Thank you, Coach. Sorry, bigla akong nawala. Nag-disappear. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Eileen. I'm from the Philippines, originally from the Philippines.
Oh, Ayi, I think you're on mute.
No.
Oh, nawala siya din yung mute. All right. So, while waiting for her, so, ako naman muna. So, guys. So, yeah, for those who doesn't know me yet, I'm Coach Daphne. I'm originally from the Philippines. I grew up in Quezon City, Manila, Sampaloc, and Quezon City, around that area, right? By profession, I am a physical therapist for more than 2 decades totally. So you know my age, right? Anyway, so I'm a proud online business owner and online business coach, and I'm the eldest daughter. So, maayong buntag, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan, mga Filipino-American here in the United States and all over the world. Hello, hello. I hope you will gain value sa aming topic tonight, and we're so excited to share. So later on, once Eileen comes back, we will let her introduce herself as when she shares her topics or her topic for tonight. So ngayon, meron kaming eight tips to share with you how to gain clarity with confidence, all right, and making a decision. So yes, so syempre, allow me to share. I'm waiting for IE, so let me see. All right. So allow me to share naman. Ang sa akin naman is, when you feel like you're in doubt, or you feel like, do I have to start this online business? Or you're kind of scared of trying something new because parang sa inyo is foreign pa yan. Foreign ang isang bagay. Kasi when something is new in front of you and you don't know how to get started, and parang overwhelming, because like for me, when I started, I have zero social media, like online business experience. I know social media for like just conversing with family. But you know, guys, when I joined the online business, I have a big desire for change, and parang excited ako to just have to start a business of my own, right? That I invested on my health and on myself, and I have a so-called business that I can call on my own, right? So I was gang-ho on that. But you know, and one thing really what get me started is yung biggest why. Kailangan natin ma-define what is our why. Bakit pa tayo magsisimula sa isang bagay na something foreign, na something na wala tayong alam, na bago sa atin, pero yung gut feeling mo, parang it calls you, diba? Para bang hindi ka makatulog for several days kasi parang excited ka na hindi mo alam, pero takot ka because you don't know what is it, right? Pero alam mo, in your gut feeling, like, you know, when your gut says something, there's something there, right? It's up to us kung itutuloy mo ba o hindi. Pero here, ang ginawa ko is really, what is really my why? Bakit ko gustong magkaroon ng online business, right? Syempre, as a physical therapist, diba, I have to think really why I should start a business, diba? Have how many reasons, so many things that I have in mind, kasi I will push through challenges, diba? So, sabi ko nga, why is your power, diba? When we start an online business. So, kailangan natin malaman yung pinaka-strength natin sa online business. Ang strength natin dyan, bakit na magsa-start ng isang bagay, kahit hindi online business, kahit something that you like to do but it's still foreign to you, is bakit mo sisimulan, diba? Ano ang dapat mong simulan? Okay, so now, kasi busy ako as a physical therapist, right? Business owner, immigrant, na wanting to seek another resource besides my full-time job, right? And I need to know my why, but that's my power, sabi ko nga, kasi yun ang magpapalakas kung what keeps me going. Kung hindi ko alam yung why ko, kung hindi clear yung why ko, bakit ako nagsimula, mabilis tayong lahat na when challenges come our way, madali tayong ma-diskaril, right? If in Tagalog, ma-diskaril tayo sa daan, right? If you're in a train and then something like a problem along the way, madali tayong off track. So, but if we have a very strong, clear why you started, kahit anong challenge mo dyan, siguro magsisetback kaunti, but you'll still coming back, right? I started because syempre gusto kong ang biggest why ko talaga is really I found this business that I know that will guide me now. I can, that I can retire in a decent age, right? And still enjoy and travel with my family. Yan. Because I found a business that would let me do that. So that's my biggest in the business. But let's get real, diba? Tough days, sabi ko nga. When self-doubt comes in, when progress are slow, when things are getting overwhelmed and things are new and you don't know, right? You feel like you're overwhelmed, you cannot catch up. Let's go back to our why we started. So, keep our why visible, diba? Ayan. Keep our why visible. Remind ourselves that success isn't just for us, but also to the people that we love and those we wanted to help. At saka, let's surround ourselves like people like this, right? Like-minded who inspire and push us to move forward. So, yan. So, if you're feeling stuck and you're questioning yourself, is this for me or why did I start this? Look at your why. Why did you start? So, that's it for me. Thank you. Ayan. So, I think number 2 is from Spain. Mona. Hello, Mona Lisa. You're on mute. Okay. Can you hear me? You can hear me, right?
Yes, Coach.
Okay, I think she's just froze. What happened to Europe, right? Their internet is a little bit off today. So, I love her post though.
Nilalamig ang mga taga-Europe.
Oo nga, nilalamig siguro. Okay, pag na-unfreeze na ang taga-Spain, let's go first to
Marquez.
Yeah, there you go.
Po.
So, let's go, Sis Martes. Pagbalik si Mona. Yes.
Ako muna, Sis Mona. Okay. So, our topic is all about the pros and cons. So, sa akin po yan. Sa pinakamadaling salita, these are the advantages and disadvantages. Pero before I'll explain, meron lang akong trivia. Kasi Benjamin Franklin introduced this decision-making method. He advised writing down all the advantages and disadvantages of a decision on a sheet of paper, then systematically comparing them. Matagal na palang ginagamit ang pros and cons. In relate to our business, when do we usually use pros and cons? Ginagamit po natin ang pros and cons when making a big decision. For example na lang po, yung pag-join po dito sa aming business. If your list of pros, advantages and cons, disadvantages feels evenly balanced, that's well and good po. Maybe may mga dapat ka lang balikan to reassess and to finally have your decision. Pero because sa yung takot o with your fears na sumubok, nananaig ang cons or yung disadvantages. So, I have here some advantages of joining the business is stronger than the potential drawbacks. Number 1 is you should shift your mindset from fear to possibility. Kasi let's face it, lahat ng naiisip natin na disadvantages ay dahil sa ating takot na sumubok. Diba? Instead of asking yourself, what if I fail? Think, what if I succeed beyond my expectations? Instead of, I don't know anything about online business. Maybe think, I will learn and grow along the way. Maybe you should find solutions to the cons rather than letting the drawbacks stop you. Look for ways to minimize or overcome them. For example, wala akong sapat na oras pero pasensya na po. Maghapon naman po kayong nag-i-scroll sa Facebook. All you have to do is create a schedule and, set priorities. Start small and grow gradually. Meron pang tanong, wala akong pera to invest. Look for ways po to budget. save or find additional income streams to fund this online business if you are really interested to start your own online business and be the boss of your own business. Ito po, nakaka-relate po ako. I'm afraid of what others will say. So, what you need to do is surround yourself po with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. And then, kung ano naman po, leverage your strength and resources. Use what you have for your advantage. Halimbawa po, magaling po kayo sa communication skills. Use them to build relationship in business. Ako nga po, when it comes to talent and skills, medyo mahina po ako sa part na yan. But as I go along, medyo natututo po ako dito po ako sa business na ito. Kaya I'm very thankful. Then next po is take small steps, low risk steps. Taking a big leap is really intimidating po. Nakakatakot po talaga when, sabi nga po ni Coach Daphne, especially kung bago lang po kayo sa part na yan, sa business or whatsoever. Mag-start lang po sa small steps. Learn about the business, talk to successful people. Dahil yung mga small wins po can really build confidence. And then, trust the process and commit to growth. Many people po let doubt stop them from even trying. But sabi nga po nila, no success comes without challenges. So, just keep learning and just keep going. So, ang aking final thought po dyan is, making an informed decision is really crucial. Lagi nga sinasabi ni Sis Mona, clarity, at the end of the day, clarity comes from action. So, don't let fear hold you back. Trust and believe yourself, make a decision, and move forward with confidence. Yung pros and cons po are list lang po to help with the decision making, but real clarity comes from taking action. If you see potential in the business and it aligns with your goals, then it might be the right path for you. Give yourself permission to start and, adjust along the way. May sabi nga po na, kasabihan nga po na, the biggest regret is often not taking the chance. So, wag pong pakawalan yung chance. Grab the opportunity. So, yun lang po sa akin. If you are interested in our business, give yourself a chance. Thank you.
All right. Ayan. Mona is here already. So, take it away, Mona.
Mute.
Oh, you're mute. So, Sis Marites, the pros and the cons. Yes. Give yourself a chance to check it out. This might be for you. Right. Ayan. So, next natin, ibalik natin sa Europe. Okay. Go for it, Miss Payne.
Yes. Ang gagaling po ng mga sinundan ko. Yan. At ang akin po, actually, pangalawa pa at hindi ko alam kung ano nangyayari dito sa Europe. Parang tulog pang mga tao dito. Walang connection. No, biro lang. Sa akin po talaga it's number 2. Pero dahil nga po sa connection, nawawala. Parang walang clarity din tong itong computer ko. Ibig sabihin, kapag walang clarity, hindi natin alam kung saan tayo patutungo. Kaya kailangan po ang clarity para alam po natin kung ano po yung direction na atin hahatakin. And ang sa akin po is marami po tayong mga gustong gawin, lalong-lalo na kung sa pagnenegosyo, maraming mga agam-agam. Tulad na lang po kung ito ba yung business na para sa akin. So, kailangan talaga, ang unang-unang gagawin natin, i-visualize mo kung nasaan ka ba ng 1, 2, or hanggang 5 years. Di ba? Ipikit natin yung mga mata natin, kung yung nakikita mo ba sa business na ito is naaangkop sa gusto mong mangyari, sa hinaharap, sa magiging future ng pamilya mo at ikaw, ibig sabihin, align siya sa business na gusto mong pasukin. So, anong gagawin natin, guys, para maano natin yung clarity na gusto nating mangyari sa buhay natin. Unang-una, tanungin natin, masaya ka ba sa iyong financial situation? Kapag ang sagot mo guys, after 5 years, nakita mong sa visualization mo, napakaganda at napakasarap ng feeling at nakikita mong naibibigay mo lahat ng kailangan ng iyong pamilya, align ka sa business na gusto mong pasukin. Okay? Ano pa? Lumalago ka ba bilang isang tao? I mean, yung personal growth mo ba na ibibigay niya ng palago o pababa? So, ang kapag ang hinahanap natin is yung personal na growth na gusto mo na pataas ka or gumaganda yung lagi kong naririnig ito ka sa coach ko na anong sinasabi lagi ni coach? Personal growth. Ano, coach? Yung hindi yung marami kang skills na marami kang skills na nakikita or marami kang skills na nadi-discover na parang hindi mo alam na kaya mo palang gawin. Ayun. Kapag nakikita mo ito sa visualize mo guys within 1 to 2 years, align ka sa gusto mong business na pinasukan. So, gaano ba ka-importante ang isang pag-visualize para maano natin yung clarity na gusto natin? Kasi guys, kapag may agam-agam ka at wala kang clarity, sabihin na natin na para ka lang lumalakad sa isang daanan na bako-bako. Na minsan palubog, minsan maraming mga, ano ba tawag ng patch? Ano ba tawag? Hindi ko alam kung ano yung parang mga butas-butas ba, na hindi mo alam kung saan ka pupunta. Tapos mayroon pang kaliwa, tapos mayroon pang pakanan. So, yung direction talaga ng gusto mo, hindi mo makikita kasi nga walang clarity kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari sa hinaharap para sa pamilya mo at para sa sarili mo. So, kapag nakita mo na, na-visualize mo na yung gusto mong tahakin ng buhay mo at nakita mong 1, 2 to 3 years, 4, 5 at naging maganda ito sa bahagi ng buhay mo, guys, ito na yung clarity na hinahanap mo dahil nga align siya sa gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo. Pero kapag sakasakali lang na within 1 to 3 to 5 years, hindi mo nakikita yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo, sa business na yan, guys, umalis ka na. Anong gagawin mo? Hanapin mo kami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kami rito. So, yung direction, nasa amin. So, ayan pa, yung clarity na maibibigay ko sa inyo. Dahil napakaganda po ng business na ito. Sana nabigyan ko ng hustisya yung akin. Visualize.
Very clear naman. Visualize your ideal future. Yes, tama yan. If you don't see, imagine yourself in the next 2 to 3 years or even 5 years. If you feel like you're still doing the same thing over and over again, maybe it's time for change. But if you see yourself enjoying, you see this is for you, hop on, check it out, right? All right. Ayan. Yes. Next one. My. So, ayan. Tawagin na natin ang mga taga-Europe lahat. Okay, Ayi. Take it away.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Bago pa ulit ako mawala. So, hello again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Eileen. I'm from Italy. Madaliin na natin. Baka mag-disappear ulit ako. So, my topic, another tip. Ayan, another tip to gain more clarity dito sa ating papasok ng business is assess your readiness. Yun. Assessing your readiness is a crucial step when embarking on a new venture or pursuing a goal. It involves taking a realistic look at various aspects of your life to determine if you are prepared to take the challenge ahead. Yan. So, yung kung ready na ba tayong go, go, go to keep going dun sa ating pagpasok dito sa business na to. So, first and foremost, it is important to be honest with yourself. Dapat maging honest tayo sa sarili natin about yung sa skills natin, resources, and especially yung ating mindset. We have to have a growth mindset at hindi fixed mindset. What I mean is, growth mindset, yung very ready ka sa lahat ng mangyayari sa'yo, very open ka, kung ano man yung mga bagong challenges, kung ano man yung makita mo dito. Huwag tayong maging fixed-minded. Ang fixed-minded kasi parang close siya, sarado siya yung sabihin mo na, no, hindi ko to kaya kasi ganito, ganyan, ganyan, hindi ko yun kaya. So, kailangan growth mindset ang meron tayo. Take inventory of your strengths and weaknesses and consider how they may impact your ability to succeed. If there are areas where you feel lacking, parang wala ata ako nito, think about how you can work on improving them and find ways to leverage your strength to compensate. Kunwari, sabihin mo, hindi ako marunong gumawa ng mga videos or hindi ako sa mga cellphone, ganyan. So, hanap kayo ng ways para ma-improve natin yun. So, madali lang naman yan. Another factor to consider is your ability to commit time and effort and to learn. Ayan, napaka-importante. So, dapat alam natin na very ready tayo mag-commit. Hindi naman natin kailangan ng 8 hours dito. 2 hours, 3 hours lang sa mga free time natin. Magagawa natin itong business na to. So, success often requires dedication and persistence. So, it is important to assess whether we are willing or able to make necessary sacrifices to achieve our goal. So, kailangan talaga may konti tayong sacrifice kasi may goal tayo na gusto nating marating. Having a support system can also play a significant role in your readiness. Ayan, yan ang importante. Yan ang gusto ko dito sa business natin kasi meron tayong very supportive community. Andyan yung ating mga coaches, mentors, or yung mga friends natin na nandyan. Or, of course, family na nagsusupport sa atin. Yan. If you feel underprepared, reaching out to others for support and guidance can make a difference in your journey. So kapag medyo alanganin kayo, yan, makipag-usap tayo, magtanong tayo doon sa ating mga coach, sa ating mentor, o sa ating accountability partner. Marami tayong makakausap dito sa community natin para mas maliwanagan tayo. And ayan. And try to shift your focus from dwelling on what you lack to thinking about what you can do with resources and skills that you currently have. Setting small, achievable goals and taking proactive steps to work towards them can help build your confidence and momentum. So, set lang tayo ng mga achievable goals natin. Mga small goals lang. Umpisahan natin sa mga small goals para ma-achieve natin siya para hindi tayo ma-disappoint. Diba? Doon muna tayo, mag-start tayo sa mga small goals natin. Okay, ayan. And, lastly, if you find yourself, ito na, last na to, baka mawala na ako for example, if you are considering starting a business and you feel unsure of your, yung skills mo, yun nga, kausapin natin yung marami tayong makakausap dito sa community natin, mga coach natin, or yung mismo mentor natin. To provide guidance and advice para masigurado natin yung sarili natin na ready na tayo to start our business. Yan. By being honest about ourselves, about our readiness, and taking proactive steps to address any gaps, you can set yourself up for business in whatever you choose to pursue. Ayan. I hope na naliwanagan nabigyan ko ng hustisya din itong aking topic. So, ayan, kailangan yan na natin kung ready na ba tayo. Ready to go, ready to keep going. Yun. Okay, thank you, Coach. Baka mawala na naman ako.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Yes, definitely assess your readiness. Yan. I hope you gain value from that. That's pretty easy to understand and very clear nga. Commitment to take action is the key. Ayan. So, Sis Maita, we'll go with you first because Sis Ivy is almost na nasa destination na siya. So,
Yeah.
all right. Go
No
for it.
problem. I-add ko lang dun kay Sis Ai. In short, be coachable. Di ba?
Yes, definitely.
Be coachable and you're willing to learn. Yeah.
Nagpaparinig ka, Sis Maita.
Na, hindi. Ako nga yun, hindi coachable.
Yeah. We learn and we grow. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ang akin naman po, tip number, pang ilan na ba ako? Pang 5? So, ang tip number 5, listen to your gut feeling. So, dito yun, sa sikmura natin. Yung gut. So, your gut.
Akala ko, listen to your heart.
Pwede din. Your gut often knows the answer before your mind does. Pero kalimitan, pagka we overthink it and then madami ng papasok sa utak natin, then magsa-start na tayo to have fear, di ba? So, fear is normal, but don't let it silence your intuition. So, just to explain it better, i-example ko na lang, i-istorya ko na lang yung sarili ko. So, bago ko pumasok dito sa business, I already have other online business, but there came a point na I'm thinking about starting a new business, this digital business. And I've never done this type of business model before, but something about the opportunity excites me. Kasi ang gusto ko kasing to have more time with my husband, so I wanna help him and soon retire him. So ito yung thought process ko. Excited ba ako? Yes, excited ako when I found this online business, even though I'm a little nervous, pero katulad ng sabi ni Sis Daphne, kanina nabanggit niya na tong gut feel, right? Hindi ako makatulog. I'm excited. kahit na bago to sa akin, pero excited ako. May fear, of course. I'm afraid of failing. May konting doubt, kaya ko ba to? But deep inside, it feels like excited ako kasi it gave me hope. And I feel that this could be the life-changing one. Kasi, you know, as I've said, I've been into other businesses. And then, sabi nga ni Sis Mona, i-visualize. Nai-imagine ko na I'll be screaming, my husband will be screaming, I'm boss free. So, I imagine myself succeeding. Tapos, feeling so proud and fulfilled. So, dahil sa mga yon, sa mga steps na pinagdaanan kong yon, I decided to trust my gut feel. So, I took the first step. I watched the webinar. I signed up. I watched the webinar and then do the other step to move forward. Knowing kahit na may konting doubt, I know that I will learn along the way. And ang outcome niya, after months, after years later, my business starts growing and I realized my gut feel was right, that this was the right path for me. So ang lesson natin dyan, if an opportunity excites you, even there's some fear, wag po nating palagpasin yung opportunity na yan. So that's it for me.
Wow, very well said. Very well said. Ayan, ayan. Yung gut feeling. Trust your gut feeling. Yes. Like what I've said, yan, excites you. Yan, ibig sabihin, telling you something, don't let it be pushed away because of your fear. Kasi baka ito na yung opportunity, pinalampas mo kasi hindi ka nakinig sa gut feeling mo. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to Texas. Sis Ivy, go ahead.
Hello again. Yeah, tama si Smaita, the gut feeling. Most often than not, the gut feeling is always correct.
Yeah.
Yes, right. So another tip, the sixth tip for you on having a clarity on your decision making to join our online business is to seek advice, not approval. When making a decision, especially about starting this business, it's natural to seek input from others. However, there's a big difference between seeking advice and seeking approval. So if you're seeking advice, means gathering insights, learning from others' experiences, and using that information to make an informed decision based on your own values and goals. But of course, you would ask somebody inside the business, not asking anybody that's not inside the business. So how can you gain insight and experiences na hindi naman sila naka-experience on how to be in the business? So you ask somebody it can be an insider that's doing the business that can have you more information about the business. Example is you reach out to someone who has already have a successful online business and ask, what challenges did you face when you started? How did you overcome them? Usually these are our questions for our coaches and the ones to our leaders, right? Because we usually would ask them when we are new, and we usually ask these questions. What do you wish you knew before you joined this business? And what skills or mindsets shift have helped you succeed? If they are already the ones that are ahead of us and that are successful, so we ask them what helped them, so that we can also have tip or insights. This way, we are gathering useful information to help us decide for ourselves. And then seeking approval. Seeking approval means looking for validation or permission, often because of fear, self-doubt, and of the desire to please others. So you ask your family, your friends, whoever has done the online business, who has never done the online business. So you ask, do you think I should do this? Will you support me if I join? Do you think I'm going to succeed? So the difference between seeking advice and seeking approval is really wide. When you seek approval, the answer is only yes or no. Like, do you think so? Will you support this? It's just only a yes or no. So it's really a close-ended question. While seeking advice it's an open one. It varies on opinions and experiences that they have undergone. So if you don't understand the business, then they might discourage you if you ask only approval, and because it is based on their fear, not on your fear and the lack of their knowledge, and this can cause you unnecessary doubt, because you would say na tama nga siya, no? Paano nga kung hindi? Paano naman kung oo, di ba? So the key takeaway for this is take advice from people who have experience in what you're considering, and use their insight to weigh your opinion, but don't let the need for approval, which is asking them a yes or no, hold you back from making a decision. It will always align with your goals and not theirs. So always think about yourself, your future, your family's future, and not about them. It's always about you. That's it for me.
Wow, what an impactful sharing there, Sis Ivy. I love that. Wow. Like I love that because seeking advice versus asking for approval. Yes. To make an informed decision, you need to ask the people who had an experience. Why, for example, ganito lang yan, right? Why would you ask advice if you're sick to a carpenter, to or something, right? You have to ask the doctor or have a medical background, right? So it's same thing. But if you're just approval, do you think I will go to the doctor? Or do you think? So, so that's a very clear logic there. Thank you for sharing that. That's so valuable and impactful. All right. Okay, so next. Our next one, Tita Molet. It's your turn. Let's go to the East Coast. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute, Tita.
I'm unmute. Okay. Virginia, here I come. Sa akin po, it's about set a decision deadline. So this is the tip for making the decision to join the business. Sa akin po, I made it a little different. So I kind of like did it to make a conversation between the two person. So two person like say me with another me. So para maibaho at medyo para maintindihan kasi para makuha yung kung paano ko makuha yung makakuha ng ma-set mo yung decision deadline na ma-explain ng mabuti. Okay? So, this is me now. It's like this. Hey, Torn, I know you're feeling uncertain about joining the business. It's completely natural to have doubts when making such an important decision. Yeah, I'm really torn about it. I keep thinking about every possible outcome, and it feels like I'll never have all the answers. I get it. Overthinking can really hold you back. One tip that has helped many people gain clarity is to set a decision deadline. A decision deadline? How does that work? The idea is simple. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or endless information, give yourself a specific time frame, say 1 week, to research and decide. This structure prevents you from getting stuck in analysis paralysis. But what if I still feel uncertain after that week? That's a great question. That deadline isn't meant to force you into a perfect decision. It's meant to propel you into action. It helps you gather what you need to make an informed choice. Sometimes waiting for 100% certainty means you'll never start at all. So, by setting a deadline, I'm more likely to take the necessary steps to evaluate the opportunity and decide rather than getting lost in my thoughts. Exactly. The deadline gives you a clear endpoint to focus your research. Ask the right questions and weigh the pros and cons. It creates the momentum. Remember, in business and life, sometimes the act of deciding and moving forward is more important than waiting for everything to feel perfect. That makes sense. I guess committing to a week will help me overcome this cycle of overthinking and finally move forward? Absolutely. By setting a decision deadline, you're not locking yourself in permanently. You're simply giving yourself a chance to break free from the cycle of indecision. It's a powerful step towards gaining more clarity and confidence in your decision making. Thanks. I really appreciate that perspective. I'm going to set a deadline and see where it takes me. Great. Remember, taking that first step is key. With your deadline in place, you'll have a focused period to evaluate everything. And then you can decide with a clearer mind. Good luck, Torn.
Wow, amazing. I love that role play. I love that back and forth. It's so clear on how you decide with a deadline. On point. Good job, Tita, for sharing. Oh my God, so valuable. We have seen variety of answers, full of value. Oh my God, we're so proud of you guys. Can't say
Different
enough.
for tonight, right?
Yes,
Everybody.
awesome. Different for
Everybody.
tonight. I love it, Tita.
Everyone.
Good job. Yes, so clear. Yan, ha. Set a decision because, analysis paralysis. If you don't have a deadline, you'll be overthinking it and you will not decide. All right,
Mhm.
last but not the least, the thorn. No, he's not the thorn. He's the rose among us. Okay, take it away, Kewell.
Okay, good evening. Yeah, ang gaganda ng mga sinabi nyo. Gusto ko na lang manood sa inyo. Makinig ng makinig. Another tip, this will be the last one, the tip on how to gain more clarity in making the decision. One, what I have in here is one of them is the no decision, like no decision is risk-free. Laging, siyempre, may risk, di ba? But growth happens outside your comfort zone, di ba? One illustration is that what I got is cannoli analogy. Ang cannoli yata Italian ba to? Italian pastry or ano to yung matamis yata ito, di ba? So think of starting a business like making cannolis for the first time. Of course, you can always follow the recipe, right? But there's no guarantee it will turn out perfectly, right? Siyempre, pag umpisa ganun di ba? The first batch might be a bit off or a filling might not be right, but you learn from every mistakes, di ba? From every mistake we learn. You won't get better unless you try and adjust your technique. Halimbawa, medyo matamis. Kaya matabang siguro. Okay, right? And the same goes for our business decision. Sa mga business decision natin, the act of trying something new and adjusting as you go, even if it's messy, di ba? Is where the growth happens. So I would like to encourage our audience. Do we have audiences? Okay, I'd like to encourage to take the calculated risk, diba? Even if you don't have all the answers, right? When you face challenges, you learn something invaluable, right? Emphasize how growth doesn't happen when we stay in our safe zone, diba? It happens when we try and then fail and improve. Don't try, fail, and stop. Then because you fail and you stop, then you ended up fail. Diba? Diba? So remember this: try, fail, and improve. So another thing is that katulad din ng mga sinabi na nila kanina si Sister Mona, if it aligns with your goals, take the leap, diba? And adjust as you go. pareho din ng anong cannoli. Let's say you want to make your own signature cannoli, di ba? You've got the basics down, but now you're considering adding a twist, di ba? Ganun tayo sa business. We found something, we want to, because we're there already, we want to make a tweak, right? Or like a new flavor for the filling or a unique topping, di ba? It might not be the traditional route, but if it aligns with what you want to create or your goal, di ba? Then go for it. Even if it's a little unconventional, yeah, it's part of your unique journey. Yeah, kaya nga sabi nila, we have people or individuals have different journeys. Okay. I would like to elaborate more on that one, but baka lumayo pa ako. So anyways, so if the decision aligns with your long-term goal, whether it's business, personal, or career related, they should take that leap, or you should take that leap of faith. It's okay if things don't go as planned at first, right? You adjust and learn as you go, which brings you closer to your vision. So, and this is very very much really very much the message is very much pointing on me myself. So the third one is think. Even if I fail, right, what if I learn? What will I learn? What will I learn? Cannoli analogy again, balik tayo doon. Imagine you're trying to make cannolis for a big event, but something goes wrong. Maybe the shells crack or the filling is too runny. That's a failure, right? But instead of seeing it as a setback, think of it this way. What did I learn from this, right? Maybe you learn how to make your fillings thicker, or maybe you discover a new trick for handling delicate pastry shells, right? The failure becomes a lesson, and next time your cannoli will be even better, diba? So reframe your mindset about the failure. Remind us, or remind yourself that failure aren't permanent. There are opportunities to learn and grow. Even the successful people face the failures, diba? So yeah, successful people face failure along the way, but it was their ability to learn from those moments that ultimately propelled them forward. So my last words in here: growth happens when we embrace challenges, take risks, and see failure as an opportunity to learn. And that's all I have, Coach. Thank you, and good evening to everyone.
Very well said. Wow. On point, right? Failure, right? Instead of failing, fail fast, diba? Because failure is an opportunity, right?
Ang gaganda.
Wow, grabe. Thank you so much value tonight. Amazing. Each of you, each of us have put on the table a very impactful value on how to decide, have a clear decision moving forward, right? Whether you want to go forward or not, but that's give you a clear picture, clear decision, diba? On the decision making part. Wow, amazing.
Love it.
Oh, this is one of the best topics that we have that we're sharing. All right, guys, we're so proud of you. It's already top of the hour.
1 hour.
We are on time. Imagine that. We are on time. So there you go. This is my last words before we say any more last words before we close this sharing tonight or our interview. Anyone? Are we good?
Go ahead, Coach.
All right, perfect. We're almost 30 seconds away. So at the end of the day, Decisions is yours, right? But remember, the biggest risk is just staying exactly where you are right now. If you're happy, that's fine. But if you're not, you have to think about it, right? So if the opportunity aligns with your goals, go for it, right? Take that leap. But the process is create the future that you deserve, right? Create the future that you deserve. All right.
And yeah.
Yes. Take that leap of faith. Take that action. Never a perfect moment. Sabi nga, if you failed before, take this opportunity to learn and don't give up. Don't quit. Don't stop. And of course, diba? Take that decision, right? Don't be analysis paralysis. Have that clear feature. Know your pros and cons. And then, of course, sabi nga ni Sis Ivy, right? Don't ask for approval. Instead, ask advice and surround yourself with the minded people, right? And then know your pros and cons. And you know when you're ready. Diba, Sis Maida? So, listen to your gut feeling. And, of course, know your why to have that clarity that you know where you're going and not giving up when things get tough or if you question yourself and when doubt creeps in. All right, guys, tonight, thank you. We all thank you for all the viewers and followers, and for those who's going to watch us on a replay, save this. Watch this again. Comment below where you're tuning in. This is a must-see, and it would really help you decide on what decision you're taking moving forward. God bless everybody. Until next time. Bye. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
God bless everybody.
Bye. God bless.
Good night.